everyone. Welcome to another episode of The Week in Trek. I'm your host, Dan Gunther. Let's get to all the news in Star Trek from this week. First off, are you talented in CG effects? Can you make monsters, aliens, and starships come to life with the magic of the computer? Well, Star Trek Discovery might just be looking for you. Of interest to CG modelers everywhere is this post at cgmeetup.net, in which the team behind Star Trek Discovery seems to be looking to augment their staff with a pair of talented modelers, specifically in the areas of hard surface modeling and organic/character modeling. This second one in particular seems to indicate that the Discovery team might be looking at doing CG effects for alien creatures, more so than Star Trek productions of the past. Check out the link below to see the ad, and if you think you might be the one they're looking for, make sure to apply. 2016 set records for a Creation's official Star Trek convention in Las Vegas. Will 2017 be as big? The first guest for next year's convention has already been announced, and it's a pretty familiar face. William Shatner is the first announced guest for the 2017 Creation Star Trek Las Vegas convention. Tickets for the convention are now on sale, with the top tier having already been sold out. Click the link in the description to check out Creation's website, where you can buy tickets for the convention. There are many more guests yet to be announced, so stay tuned. As I mentioned in last week's episode, there is a new Star Trek novel out this week, The Jackal's Trick, the second book in the Prey trilogy by John Jackson Miller. Links in the description to order it from Amazon. In other book news, the Prey trilogy is being released in unabridged audiobook format. Earlier this year, the Legacies trilogy was released as audiobooks, and they must have been a success because Pocket Books is giving Prey the same treatment. This is excellent news for people who enjoy audiobooks, as well as any visually impaired readers of Star Trek novels. We also have a couple of new cover reveals. First up is the cover and back cover blurb for the upcoming TOS novel, The Face of the Unknown by Christopher L. Bennett. Investigating a series of violent raids by a mysterious predatory species, Captain James T. Kirk discovers that these events share a startling connection with the First Federation, a friendly but secretive civilization contacted early in the USS Enterprise's 5-year mission. Traveling to the First Federation in search of answers, the Enterprise suddenly comes under attack from these strange marauders. Seeking refuge, the starship finds its way to the true home of the First Federation, an astonishing collection of worlds hidden from the galaxy beyond. The inhabitants of this isolated realm are wary of outsiders, and some accuse Kirk and his crew for bringing the wrath of their ancient enemy down upon them. When an attempt to stave off disaster goes tragically wrong, Kirk is held fully accountable, and Commander Spock learns there are even deeper forces that threaten this civilization. If Kirk and Spock cannot convince the First Federation leaders to overcome their fears, the resulting catastrophe could doom them all. Also newly revealed is a Next Generation novel by Dayton Ward, Headlong Flight, coming out early next year. Charting a nebula as part of their continuing exploration of the previously uncharted Odyssean Pass, Captain Jean-Luc Picard and the crew of the Starship Enterprise encounter a rogue planet. Life signs are detected on the barren world's surface, and then a garbled message is received. A partial warning to stay away at all costs. Determined to render assistance, Picard dispatches Commander Worf and an away team to investigate, but their shuttlecraft is forced to make an emergency landing on the surface, moments before all contact is lost and the planet completely disappears. Worf and his team learn that this mysterious world is locked into an unending succession of random jumps between dimensions, the result of an ambitious experiment gone awry. The Enterprise crew members and the alien scientists who created the technology behind this astonishing feat find themselves trapped, powerless to break the cycle. Meanwhile, as the planet continues to fade in and out of their planes of existence, other parties have now taken notice. Also revealed on Dayton Ward's website is the fact that Headlong Flight will also be released as an unabridged audiobook. Hopefully these releases signal that Star Trek audiobooks will be a regular feature in the months to come. As always, thank you all so much for watching. I really enjoy doing this show, but it wouldn't be the same without all of you watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Have yourselves a great week, live long and prosper, and I'll see you again here soon. My name is Dan Gunther, and among other things, online I have a website, www.treklit.com, where I review Star Trek novels, both old and new. I also co-host the Literary Treks podcast with Matthew Rushing and Bruce Gibson, in which we talk about the world of Star Trek books and comics. Be sure to check out some of the other videos on this channel, including episode reviews, Star Trek product reviews, and videos about all corners of the Star Trek universe and beyond.